What is up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. We are here in the FFR shop, about to get to work on the 004 Pure Stock. We have a lot of work to do. I'm excited to share a video with you guys. Let's get right to it. So the last time we left off on this car, I did a recap on our last race. If you're new to the channel, I'll kind of bring you up to speed. I built this car, found it in the woods it's been sitting for about 15 years. Pulled it out of the woods, got it all cleaned up. There's a whole entire playlist on this car if you'd like to go back and check it out, if you are just now seeing this video. But I was able to race it one time, got into some fender benders, a few of them actually, hit the wall on the other side and pretty much can open to this door right here. Nothing major. But I made a list right here. We've got 13 things to do. And so we're going to try to start knocking each one of these things out. We've got to pull the engine, build a front screen for the air scoop, fix the shifter, fix the door, add the quick steer. We've got to change a right rear shock, add an inside light, change the temp bulb, scale the car, fix the fender, change the oil, and fix the header. Our goal is to win a race in 2025. And so that's what the plan is. You guys know that we just got done racing Pike. We're going to recap that video, recap that race. You may have already seen that. We've got a lot of videos coming out and a lot of work to do, so they may be a little bit sporadic, but hopefully you guys can keep up. But for now, the first thing we're going to do are the easy things, and the main thing, which is the elephant in the room here, is this sheet metal door. I'm sick and tired of seeing it, and also my kids keep coming up and touching it. So first things first is I'm going to get some cutters and we're going to cut this out, and then I'm going to replace this and hopefully get this thing to where it doesn't cut anybody up anymore. So let's get to work on it. So pretty self-explanatory what has to happen here. I'm not going to pull the whole door off. I'm just going to mark a line right here, and I'm going to cut everything around this and take this door out and come back and replace it with a piece of metal. So if I had a good pen, let me get one. Just like that. So now I'm just going to cut that out and get rid of that bad piece. So I got this off. There's the nasty piece. You can see where it just can opened it. But what I was able to do is I cut the part of the Eaton Clinic sticker off right here, and then I cut this out. Y'all forgive Uriah, he's interrupting. But I cut this out, so now all I have to do is put a piece behind it.
Daddy?
But
Daddy,
what, buddy?
This to the frame.
You need it up some?
Yep.
Okay. So all I have to do now is get a piece of sheet metal, go behind that, and then I've got another 004 sticker right here. And so I left that bottom on, so now I know exactly where it'll go back. And then I kept the Eaton Clinic. I kept the Eaton Clinic stickers that I cut out right there, and I'll just end up sticking them back on there too. I took the hood off because I let this thing run for a little bit, and that's another thing that's got to be fixed, is that fender right there. But what I may do is I may take this pot rivet out right here, all these pot rivets out, take this off, and then take this off. I may just take the whole nose off where I can try to build that air shroud down here and get that fixed as well. So, but yeah, that's what I'm going to do now, is I'm going to take this fender off. And just like that, she's bare again on the front. So I took the whole entire nose piece off. Shout out to Ronnie Roberts Race Cars by Triple B for building me this awesome front end. It's so cool that you can just take it all off in one, like I think 10 pot rivets was held it on. It would have been less if I didn't have to take that valence piece off because I pot riveted down with that through it. But what I did is I went ahead and built me a little stand here and screwed it in. That way it was nice and stable where it isn't going to fall over or get bent or broke, and I can move it around. And so that's good. All I got to do now, I'm going to come back in here obviously and pot rivet these and all back on. But the only damage that I took on this fender, it looks like it bent it and creased it right there. And this side piece, which is why Ronnie builds them in multiple pieces, it crinked it right here. I don't know if y'all can tell that, but what I'll do is more than likely I'll just go around on this back side over here and get my mallet right here and just massage this out and then cut this like a relief cut and then just let that release so that it's not bent like that. And that'll be good to go. Minor stuff. But the reason why I took this off is, like I just said on our sheet up there, or our list up there, this engine has to come out. And so it's a lot easier now for me to pull everything with the front end off. But you guys remember I built all this, but I can see that's another reason. Look at that. This is bent. Can y'all tell? Yep. Right there is broke. So that's another reason why is whenever I hit that dude right here, must have bent this. So that explains why that is pushed forward too. So all I have to do is get my sledgehammer, beat that back out. But I'm gonna call it a day for today. We're having some friends over for some Friendsgiving, and we'll come back and try to strip the rest of this down. And I gotta get all this off and get all the dash back off so that we can do the quick steer in there as well. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. So we're out here for night 2, or night 1 technically, but day 2 of working on the pure stock. It is a little bit chilly, and so I got my heater going over here. I don't have a jacket on because when I have the heater on, then my jacket's unnecessary in this shop. But man, I need to spray foam this thing. But besides the point, I just had to throw that in there for Mr. Steve Edens, who's sitting at like -6 degrees and it's like 60 and I'm cold. But what we're gonna do now is I pulled the radiator out, and so I'm getting ready to prep this whole entire engine bay area so that I can yank the engine out. But I have to get under the bottom and unbolt the transmission, get the headers off, stuff like that. But I don't feel like crawling under there tonight, especially since it's a little bit chilly. So what I'm gonna plan on doing now is we're gonna pull off these side skirts and this visor so that I can cut this bar out. I wanna get rid of this bar and then take the dash out because I do not like the way these bars are connected up top and then just kind of janky on the bottom. And so game plan is to cut these out and to build my own further back or just do them differently. I don't like them exactly how they are. And so that's the game plan. We're gonna get it set up, drill as least amount of pot rivets out to take all this out and get the visor off, cut this out, and then try to get this dash off. So let's get it done. So I may have went a little bit overboard. I took the roof off. It's sitting right there. Somebody just killed a deer. Anyways, I took the roof off because of a really good reason. first off, you guys saw that I got rid of this screen right here. And so this, I just didn't like it. I didn't like the way it looked, and it went really far out. I couldn't get in here really that good. And so what I'm actually going to do is I think I'm going to bend me a piece similar to that one, or build me a standoff and like round a piece off over here or something like that, so that I can build a better windscreen. I just did not like the way that one looked, so I'll grind all this off really good. But the other reason why I took the roof off is because you guys remember, I've got to get in there and redo that shifter right there. And so, if y'all remember, I already talked about it. That shifter on this car broke, and it is right here. And so, last race only had second gear. And so, I've got to get in there and fabricate another shifter mechanism. And I've got it right here. I think I talked about it whenever I was building this car. But I've got to be able to fabricate this one in. And so it's just a lot easier. I mean, look right here. I can go on this top side now and get down in there easy. But I've got to fabricate that in. And so it's just a lot easier for me to like jump in and out. So it was what, like maybe 20 pot rivets. And that's no big deal because I use Morgan Speed Solutions for all of my pot rivets, and I just got a whole shipment in. And so I'm not really worried about the use of the pot rivets. And I also took this dash off. You guys may have asked why, if I haven't already said it. Because I need to get in here and install my quick steer, and that goes right here. And so I'm gonna end up taking all this wiring out and trying to fabricate something for my quick steer that hooks to this stock mount right here, and then fix all of my steering rod and all that so that I have that 2-to-1 quick steer. And another reason why I needed this off is so that I could change out the light bulb on the tack, or I'm sorry, the temp gauge, which, well guys, let's see something. Well, it's that side. No wonder I couldn't see a light, because there is not one. That makes sense. For some reason, which I don't see it, sorry, there's no light that goes to that unless it's broke or cut off. I don't see anywhere that a light went to that unless it's built inside. And so I may just have to get a new temp gauge and call that a job. The other thing I need to do is I want to redo all this wiring. I did it real quick, but I want to get all this wiring out of the way. And I also am going to install me a dome light. And so now I can run the wires up there and get that done. So that's good stuff. I like that. Let's see if I've gotten anything crossed off the list. No. And so, but we're headed in the right direction, and I'll take that. Obviously that ain't my steering wheel, but we're gonna use it. All right, so what else? Let's see what else I can think of, and I'll come back and let you guys know. So I didn't figure out what we were gonna do next. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day, but I wanted to show you guys something that I just noticed when I was sitting here talking with Travis. Can you guys tell how that bumper is straight across and kind of just goes out? And then you can kind of tell how this top bumper right here grows further and further apart. See how this one's kind of the same? And then you come around and then this one kind of goes away. Well, I think whenever I slammed that guy right here, it bent all of this back. Can you guys see that that one's straight up? And this one is not. It's kind of angled. Well, then you follow this baby back, and look at this. This is crinked. Okay, well that means that bar is pushed back. Well, you remember I told you guys I had no brakes? Well, I wonder if it's because this is broke. Can y'all see that this bar pushed back into this line right here and broke it? all of my fluids down there. And you can see right here, let me see if I can zoom in, that it broke out of the housing, and there's a crack right there where all the fluid came out. So what that means is that this bar got shoved back, and when it did, it broke that. Or either I hit somebody on a start or whatever, I don't remember, or something, and that was broke. Or this was like this before. I'll have to go back and look at some videos and see, but this is bent back and this is bent back. So that's kind of making me think that that was done after I hit somebody. But I don't know. I can't really tell if that's broke or not. Doesn't look broke. But what I'm going to end up doing is I'm probably, to get this pull back out, I'm probably going to come cut this right here and right here, pull this back out, and then pull this back out this way a little bit and try to get it off of that thing right there. And yeah, that's no good. That's why I don't have brakes. So I believe that's what happened whenever I slammed on the brakes. I didn't have none. And to be completely honest with you guys, when I went out the first time and hot laps and all that, I don't think I ever used the brakes. Maybe I'm supposed to. Who knows? I'm too green to know. But I'm going to call this a video here. We're going to jump inside. I'm going to do a super clean giveaway. And then we'll come back tomorrow and we'll kind of just wrap up what we're going to do moving forward to try to get some of that list knocked out. So let's go see who wins some super clean. So let's give away some super clean. If you guys remember, in this last video about a month ago on the final race prep, we did a giveaway for super clean. So I'm going to go to this link and I am going to copy it. We're going to go over here to the random YouTube picker and paste the link here. Fetch all the comments. Christy's calling me. Hold on, babe. We're going to go with anything goes and click that. Getting all of you guys' comments, 32 comments, and let's pick a winner. Remember, you had to comment super clean in order to win this. So here we go. Don Anderson 9477. Super clean, go out with a win. So congratulations, Don. You have won the super clean giveaway. Send me a message at our email, flemingfr13@gmail.com, or message us on Facebook Messenger, and we'll get that sent to you. Thank you so much for Super Clean for supporting us, and thank you guys for entering the contest. We'll see you guys in the morning. So it is a beautiful morning, and I'm back out here in the shop. After doing some thinking on this front end, I think I'm not going to cut this stuff out. I'm actually going to hook to it with the redneck frame machine and try to pull this bar back out straight a little bit and pull that off of that brake bias or brake master cylinder, and then try to just pull all this forward. And so that's actually going to be one of the things I'm going to accomplish or try to accomplish in the next video. But I am going to wrap this one up. Congrats to the winner of the Super Clean giveaway. I'm going to call this a video right here. We've got a lot to do, so y'all don't worry. I'm going to be continuing to work on this pure stock to get it fixed and get it back race ready as quick as possible. So with that said, like I've mentioned countless times, I'm excited to run this. I'm excited to work on it and provide you guys some video footage on this car because I really love this car as well. And so in the next video, we hope to get the engine pulled, transmission broke apart. I'm going to get all of the dash stuff pulled out and try to hopefully get the quick steer installed and the shifter installed. At least that's my game plan, because I really want to get the shifter done, because as of right now, I can't even back this thing out because I can't get it in reverse. And so I would love to be able to get the shifter done, get the engine pulled, and then get that quick steer put in. Kind of some of the mechanical stuff, if you know what I mean. All this other stuff like cosmetic stuff, wind screens and lights and all that, that's that's irrelevant when it comes to, I can't even race this thing. So, but thank you guys for hanging out with me. Hope you've enjoyed the pure stock footage. Got some 8-car footage coming out soon. You guys already saw the 2.0 build, and I got some really cool stuff in the works coming up. And then the SCDRA car gets pulled out. You guys already have heard in Joe's video, I sold all the pure stock stuff. So the guys coming to get it, all that stuff will be leaving. This, the old Camaro stuff, and so it'll be gone, and I'll have more room up there. And then I've got the SCDRA car video. We're about to pull that joker back in. So doing a lot of stuff, lots of fun gonna be happening on this off season, a lot of good builds. So I hope you guys are prepped and ready to enjoy some of it. So I'm gonna get to work on some rental properties. Thank y'all so much. Y'all be blessed. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one.